Good morning, one and all. External member for this PhD Viva Voce examination, Professor S. Prasannasri Madam, Dean Faculty of Arts, Professor T. Ramprasad Reddy Sir, Member Executive Council and Head Department of English, Professor P. Padma, and Dr. Ankarna Sir, and Dr. R.V. Jayant Kashyap Sir, Dr. T. Moses, Mr. Chitti Babu, Dr. Hari Babu, academic consultants of the department, professors, academic consultants, research scholars, and students of various departments. A warm welcome to you all to this Viva Voce presentation of Ms. S. Sailaja, who did research under my guidance. The title of her presentation, her research work, is Perspectives of Women in the Select Fictional Works of Bama and Vinodini, Madam. A warm welcome to you, Madam. Sorry for the inconvenience, Madam. Madam, I invite Miss V. Sailaja for the presentation, Madam. With your consent, sir. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. Respected Professor P. Prasannasri, ma'am, external expert for my Viva Voice presentation, Department of English, Andhra University, Visakhapatnam. Professor Ram Prasad Reddy, sir, Dean Faculty of Arts, Head of the Department, Professor Padma, ma'am, and Member of Executive Council, Chairperson and my research Chairperson, Board of Studies, and my research supervisor, Dr. J. Mercy Vijeta, ma'am, Dr. Ankarna, sir, Dr. Jayant Kashyap, sir, academic consultants, Dr. Moses, sir, P. Chitti Babu, sir, Dr. Hari Babu, sir, and professors from other departments, research scholars, students. Good morning to you all. Welcome to my PhD Viva Voice station. Shall I start? Title of the thesis, Perspectives of Women in the Select Fictional Works of Faustina Mary, Fatima Rani, Bhama and Vinodri. Area of research, regional literatures in English translation. These are the images of my authors and Vinodri. The life of Bhama and Vinodri. Bhama is a pen name of Faustina Mary, Fatima Rani. She is a celebrated Indian writer in Tamil. She was born on 14th March 1958 in Puthupatti village near Madurai in Tamil Nadu. Her father, Mr. Susai Raj, was employed in the Indian Army. Her mother, Mrs. Sabastiyamma, worked as a laborer in the agricultural fields. Bhama is the sister of Raj Gautaman, a famous writer. These are the professional details of Bhama. Bhama fictional works. Originally, all her works are written in Tamil and translated by many translators into English language. These are the awards that Bhama received. She has delivered many scholarly lectures at various conferences in India and abroad. The select fictional works for my research: Karuku, Sangati, Haram Scaram Sir and Other Stories, One Mum. These are the cover pages of the select fictional works: Karuku, Sangati, One Mum, Haram Scaram Sir and Other Stories. And another writer, Vinodini, she is a professor by profession and writer by passion, was born in 1969 in Guntur, Andhra Pradesh. Her father, Mr. Devasayam, was a teacher and her mother, Mrs. Sarojini, was a housewife. She has completed her Bachelor of Arts in Special Telugu as a specialization from Andhra Christian College, Guntur. She has completed her Master of Arts, Master of Philosophy and Doctor of Philosophy from Potti Sri Ramulu Telugu Peetam, Rajamandri. These are the professional details of the other writer, Vinodini. These are the list of works written by Vinodini. Then she is renowned with awards for her achievements. This is a selected fictional work for research, Black Ink. This is a collection of stories. It contains 11 stories now. Then the objective of the writing: to provide readers an insight of truth, reality about the sufferings of Dalits and Dalit women in India. The perspective of the research study is the suffering of Dalit women at different phases of her life. At childhood, as a young woman, as a middle-aged woman, and as an elderly woman. Then this is a review of literature. Review conclusions. All the scholarly writings mentioned above explore Bhama and Vinodini's works from the comparative reading, Dalit consciousness, resistance perspective are dealt in general. But the present study focuses on women and explores from the Dalit women perspective. Phases of female human beings, that is girl, young woman, middle-aged woman and elderly woman, issues particularly as Dalits in the works of the writers, which has previously remained less explored. The focus of attention is a thorough analytical and study of the primary text. The study also takes recourse to various resources providing access to reviews and scholarly articles which have so far been written about the themes of the novels, the style of language employed by the authors in these texts. Most of the reviews and articles corroborate the idea that the fictional works have dealt with labor, poverty, violence, and suffering, which eventually explore the perspectives of Black women. Therefore, in the study, all the works including reviews, scholarly writings, and articles, in addition to facilitating the comprehension and understanding the nuances of the text proves instrumental in a textual analysis of the primary text. Next, significance of the study. Regional writers in Indian literature have made a significant contribution in the field of fiction. Regional writers profoundly deal with regional dialect in their writings. Many Dalit writings have translated into English and other world languages. Bama and Vinodni's fictional works deal with the perspectives on Dalit women from social, economical, cultural, and religious point of view. The issues, problems will be revealed by exploring the different events in the works. Objectives of the study. The objective of the dissertation, entitled Perspectives on Dalit Women in the Select Fictional Works of Bama and Vinodni, explores the paths of Dalit women in different phases of their life in Bama's Kadapa, Sangati, One Mum, Haram Sir, and other stories, and Vinodni's Blacking. In other words, the purpose of the study is to examine the overview of Dalit literature in detail and prominent Dalit writers. Further, the research is to explore the social, cultural, economical, and religious aspects of Dalit women in the works. In addition, the study aims to enrich research on contemporary issues. Then methodology of the researcher followed 3 steps while doing research: or collection of data, the analysis, and the report of the result. The research deals with the works of Indian regional writers Bama and Vinodni. The primary texts of the research are Karbu, Sangati, One Mum, which are published by Oxford University Press, Haram Sir, and other stories published by Women Unlimited, and Blacking, published by Likita Press, Hyderabad. While the other secondary sources are books related to contemporary cultural studies, Dalit literature, Dalit feminism, critical books, theses, research articles, journals, and sources related to command learning. The analysis uses the qualitative method dealing with the factors of Dalit women through the social, economic, religious perspectives. Then chapterization, ma'am. My thesis is divided into 8 chapters. Chapter 1 deals with overview of Dalit literature. Chapter 2, from victims to victors. Chapter 3 deals with Dalit women, untouchability. Chapter 4 deals with Dalit women, labor, slavery, poverty. Chapter 5, Dalit women, violence, Dalit women, domination of dominant caste men and Dalit men. Next chapter, 6th chapter, Dalit women, domination of dominant caste women on Dalit women. 7th chapter, Dalit women, Dalit Christianity, and the final chapter is a conclusion. From chapter 3 to chapter 8, we took it as a model from the authentic sources. The title of the chapters we took from an authentic source. Chapter 1, overview of Dalit literature. Overview of Dalit literature discusses Dalit literature by tracing its background, scheme, and hope. The chapter focuses on the regional literature, history of Dalit literature, features, genres, Dalit movements, prominent writers, Dalit literature in Dravidian languages, and Dalit literature in translation. It introduces problem on hand, objectives of the study, and scope of research work. The chapter focuses on the contemporary writers, Bama and Vinodni. Chapter 2, Victims to Victors. The chapter highlights the feminist movements, definitions, objectives of Dalit feminism, and a list of Dalit writers. A graphic account of their biography and literary career have been given. A general survey of Bama and Vinodni's fictional works are undertaken, discussing their perspectives, themes, narrative technique, and their literary influence. A brief summary of Bama and Vinodni's works are included in the chapter. The essence of self-concept is used to highlight the backdrop of Bama and Vinodni's writings. Chapter 3, Dalit women, untouchability. The chapter attempts to explore the concept of untouchability. The events related to untouchability are analyzed for the study from the writer's works. untouchability is reflected by the description of events. Each incident reflects one of the forms of untouchability. The events are classic examples that the dominant caste people practice untouchability. Next, chapter 4, Dalit women, labor, slavery, poverty. The chapter focuses on diverse perspectives of Dalit women's labor, slavery, poverty in Bama and Vinodini's fictional works. The concepts, labor, slavery, and poverty are discussed to understand the subject in terms of narrative, characters, events, etc. The chapter points out how the women are subjected to menial labor at every stage of their life. A few illustrations are picked out for the perspective study from each narrative. The events in which characters are depicted as laborers in the fictional works portrayed in the different phases of women's life. Chapter 5, Domination of Dominant Caste Men and Dalit Men on Dalit Women. The chapter elucidates Dalit women's oppression at the hands of men by dominant caste men and by their own Dalit men. It discusses many issues like domination, oppression, patriarchy, domestic violence, and psychological violence against Dalit women at different phases of their life. The chapter also explains the domination of Dalit men on Dalit women, that is, oppression within oppression. Chapter 6, Domination of Dominant Caste Women on Dalit Women. The chapter attempts to explore the concept of domination. The chapter focuses on the study of the domination of dominant caste women against Dalit girls, young women, middle-aged women, and elderly women. The chapter also explains the violence of dominant caste women on Dalit women. Violence may differ from stage to stage. In all stages of life, Dalit women suffer. Chapter 7, Dalit Women, Dalit Christianity. The chapter focuses to study Bama and Vinodini's works in Dalit Christian perspective as they are brought up in the religion. The Christian religious practices are highlighted in the chapter. The writers do not essentialize Christian subjectivity in the works. The chapter also explores the plight of the Dalit Christian women. Apart from Christian ideology, the chapter explores the dominant caste people's disrespect towards Dalit Christians. Next, my research findings, ma'am. After the thorough study of writings by Bama and Vinodini, the researcher can trace out the problems of Dalit women. In a research study, it is found how Dalit women are discriminated and denied human rights. And it is found Dalit literature as a genre expounds on inhuman Dalit life and derives strategies to recover respect. And how Dalit women are victimized in the hands of Dalit caste power structures and finds to be a creative non-victim. And the research study found how untouchability is operated on Dalit women. Then how Dalit women are exploited in the name of labor and slavery. Then the study found how physical forces damage the Dalit women's bodies in the form of violence, rapes, or murders. And it is found that being a Dalit Christian woman is beyond double oppression. Their position is considered as threefold oppression. Last conclusion, sir. The chapter takes a revisit at the select fictional works and provides insights in Bama and Vinodini's literary world and their perspectives on Dalit women's suffering, oppression, labor, poverty, slavery, violence, gender discrimination, untouchability, domination, exploitation, pain, etc., perpetrated by the dominant caste people. The writers have created powerful Dalit women characters in their fictional works who are creative and try to assert their identity in the society. It also includes the scope for further research. Limitations of the study. In order to make the study focused, the researcher gives a limitations for the discussion. The study deals with the perspective on different phases of Dalit women in the select fictional works of Bama and Vinodini. Bama and Vinodini's works portray the predicament of Dalit women's struggle for equality, freedom, and identity. Their writings are essentially on Dalit women, but it does not mean that they are against Dalit women. They never lower the dignity of Dalit men in their writings. The study is confined to Dalit women suffering in the light of family and society. An attempt is made specifically to discuss the writers' common concerns and the solutions that they offer through their fictional art. Scope for further study. There is abundant scope for further study as one can explore the perspectives of male characters and many post-colonial concepts like indigenousness, nativity, linguistic aspects, etc. in the works. There is scope for comparative study of the writers. Both the writers' works can be linguistically analyzed and find much linguistic innovation in their fiction. Further, there is scope to explore aesthetic sense of the literature. These are the papers presented in the conferences. These are the list of publications published in different journals. So the libraries I visited. Due to COVID, I did not visit many libraries, but internet sources helped me a lot. Thank you, one and all. Yeah.
Now it's over to you, madam. Madam, please unmute your microphone, madam.
Sorry for that. So I would like to repeat. Good morning, friends. And in fact, it has been a very good feel to listen to the little girl, Sailaja Varikutla, talking on Bhama Faustina and Vinodini. And I'm happy that you are able to talk about Bhama Faustina, who is supposed to be my very good friend. But at the same time, you have given me 10:30 as a time, but you did not start the event.
Sorry,
It
ma'am.
was very late. No, you cannot buy my time, right? My time is very important to me as well. Try to take care of that point. And Sailaja, I was expecting you to talk to me about it, but instead you have read the word of what you have written. 49 slides. It's too much for somebody else to think about it. And you have worked a long period of time for your research, right? Anyway, my appreciations to you for having had written such a wonderful thesis. It's very good. My appreciations to you and to your research guide as well.
Thank
So,
you.
Sailaja, give me some inputs about what do you understand about feminist consciousness as in Dalit literature. What do you understand by feminist consciousness in Dalit literature?
I understood the Dalitness, ma'am. I understood the discrimination. We have rights. After studying on this, I got much awareness on the Dalits, about Dalits, ma'am.
What is feminist consciousness in general?
Feminist consciousness. Focusing on Female.
Sure. So, of all the books that you have read for your PhD, which is the best book that you would like to feel free to talk to me about it?
Ma'am, all books, ma'am, that are like which we see in our everyday life, madam. All books, when we coming to Vinodini's madam's works, all are which I saw in my college days and in the school days. I traced, ma'am, like. And coming to Bama's Karuku, ma'am, as I also studied in RCM school, which I remind all those days, ma'am. Being a Dalit Christian, I also faced that type of discrimination, like.
See, when you are expected to work, when you think of working about perspectives on Dalit women in the select works of Bama Faustina and Vinodini, these two writers basically they speak about the consciousness that has recently arisen in terms of writing and presenting those things to the world. Till now, you have to understand what is Dalitism, why is that we have to speak about Dalit, and what is the terminology nowadays being used as a Dalit, who are really called Dalits, and being a woman, you just spoke to me about how many types of oppressions one has to go through. There is a writer by name Bhargavi Rao. She says that even Meenakshi Mukherjee also she says that there are twice oppressed. Women are twice oppressed. But Bhargavi Rao she said women are thrice oppressed. And I say we are oppressed 4 times. Even I come from my own background. I am a tribe by birth. So you are oppressed by the higher community men, by the higher community women, by your own community men, and your own community women as well. And you are also made to suffer and be subjugated by your own instances of emotional pulls that we have to go through by being born as a Dalit in the world. Because life is not easy as people usually say that the life of Dalits is very easy, people say. But when you are wading through the waters of uncertainty, then only you realize what really life is meant to be. Either for a Dalit or for a non-Dalit, life is the same. But how you have to exist is what matters. Is what matters.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you take Fatima Rani, when you take Fatima Rani, always known as Bama, she's a school teacher. And the way she has presented to us, personally, when she has written Karaku and Sangati, and also Vannam, she was subjugated when all her works were translated by Lakshmi Holstrom. She has undergone a deep penetration, in-depth analysis of her own trauma, personal trauma. And this trauma is
Maybe few times.
these are the terms and these are the issues that you have to be aware of. So,
Yes.
Dalit consciousness is such a wonderful word. You having had worked so long about feminist writers, that too from Dalit communities, you are not in a position to speak in terms of Dalit consciousness. Number 1 point. As tomorrow, after the award of PhD, you please be sure that you reread all your works of what you have written. Thesis is not just rewriting or relocating or respacing work. It is writing with the mind and writing with the heart, with our own experiences. Because you
Yes.
are a Dalit, when you have just said that, we are a Dalit Mane, in every inch of your life, every minute of your life, you are thrashed and harassed. You are put to different kinds of subjugations. You have to first be a strong force for yourself. Then you can think
Yes.
of talking about Bama Faustina and other Vinodini and all characters. Have you got my point here?
Yes, ma'am.
It is not that easy for a woman coming from this particular state of life to come and present life relating to the oppressions and suppressions that these people, Bama and Vinodini, had. And by learning them, by listening to them, we are in a position to assert a new identity that we really wanted. We don't want to have any power, but we wanted to be recognized as the equal to our other women of the society. We wanted to be recognized as we are also human beings. Even that is the reason, when I was reading your work by your thesis, it took me many, many, many days for me to understand what your profound thoughts are. And it is wonderfully written, and I have no apprehensions or no reflections to speak on. But personally, when I wanted to listen to you, your work is very fine. It's fantastic. But when it comes to appreciating work of art, if you are not able to answer fundamental questions, it doesn't speak so good. This is what I'm trying to tell you.
Yes.
And I think mercy will help you also in the course of time. This is how we have to grow.
Yes.
Not rewriting or repasting or doing things. Beta man se likho, right from your heart. Dil se likho.
Yes.
And then because you have been subjected and suffering to suffering for many centuries of years, you have been trying to identify yourself. మనల్ని మనం ఐడెంటిఫై చేసుకోవడానికే మనకి ఇంత టైం పట్టింది, రాయడానికి ఇంకెంత కష్టపడి ఉంటుందో కదా.
Yes.
So when these people have written to us, you have to understand, you have to assert your writing, Sailaja.
Yes.
You are very, I don't see that you have asserted yourself. You have just read the work. Doesn't mind, but you have to learn to be very, very strong. And your work, if possible, you reread the work, and try to remember my question. What is feminist consciousness? Why do Dalit women need feminist consciousness? There are so many books written by Shankar Lamba, Shankar Kumar Lamba, Shiv Kumar Lamba. He's such a writer. You can really, Lamba Lal. He's a nice writer. He is the one who is speaking about it. And I don't find any mention about Shivagami in your works. Ashika Dutt was not present to us. And then Urmila Pawar, she is the Dalit feminist conscious Dalit writer. You did not make any mention about Urmila Pawar. And there are many people around who have been talking, and they are trying to imbibe our inner in us, that we are also part and parcel of the existence of the world, because we also share the same planet of what other people also share. We are nowhere inferior, and nobody is nowhere superior. We are all human beings, and we have to run the show that way. So you have to be very assertive, Sailaja.
Yes,
I'm not getting
Yes,
your
ma'am.
name on. So God bless you and take care of things. And I don't see any other faculty online. I just wish Padma.
We all
Professor-
joined in a room, ma'am.
Nobody is there. I don't see anybody here. So say my hi to everybody. Hi, everybody. Good morning. So being assertive is supposed to be the fundamental point for all of us in terms of asserting, especially in the situations like Viva Voce examinations. Viva Voce examinations, they stand to be as what we have been doing for a long period of time. Because when we do research, we have to get associated with the works that we have been reading for a longer period of time. But how best we are going to sell our reading is very important in the times like this, as Viva Voce examinations. So I have another meeting to attend. I am already late by you, because try to stick on to time. 10:30 is 10:30, and you people have joined me at 10:45 or something else, which I don't like it. And my apologies if anybody has heard about it, and I don't even think of it. So God bless and take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Madam. Thank you, madam.
Yes.
And thank you so much, madam, for your inputs. We have few of them are already incorporated, madam. In further study, we will incorporate your suggestions, madam. And
It's a nice way of compromising.
Thank you, madam.
It's a
Madam,
nice way of
head of the
compromising.
department will conclude the program, madam.
Madam, thank you, madam, for sparing your time and giving all the feedback and whatever is necessary, really about Dalit consciousness and the things that you have put in. Thank you, madam.
It's a
See you
wonderful
after long.
Viva Voce examination, and thank you.
Thank you so much, madam, for your valuable and precious time for sparing for us. We
Stick on to time, I tell you.
apologize for the delay, madam.
Stick on to time. Because you
Yes,
cannot
yes,
take
madam.
my
Sure,
time.
madam. We'll take
Right.
your suggestion, madam.
Yes, yes. Bye.
Thank you so much, madam. Right. Sir, madam, maybe.